Hello Rhinos, how are you all doing? This week we're going to continue the theme of one pan, and this week is going to be kale, mushrooms and fried eggs in one pan. Let's get into it. My name is John Collett, and in March 2018 I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and within 6 months I managed to put my condition into remission naturally, and I want to help you do the same. So let's get into it. Kale, mushrooms and eggs in one pan. I'm starving! Let's have it! So let's start off. So what we've got here is enough. We're going to make today enough for 2 portions, enough for 2 people, and we're talking about each portion being 2 grams of sugar. Now I would say you're going to need about 250 grams of mushrooms to do this, which is basically is all of those. So while I'm peeling those and doing the thing with these and slicing them, you don't have to wait. Let's get on to the next bit. Okay, so we're going to put this on a low heat. And then what we're going to do is put some extra virgin olive oil in there, and we're going to put a tablespoon in. Next, we're going to put the garlic in. Now you can put in a clove of garlic, but we haven't got that, so we got this. So we're going to put a teaspoon of this in here and put that on there, and there that do his thing, heat up for a bit. So next thing, put the mushrooms in. And let them start to cook. I love mushrooms. You all know that I love mushrooms. I should do something without mushrooms, shouldn't I? For those people who don't like mushrooms. I should have been born a hobbit. Okay then guys, so the next thing we're going to put in is the kale. Now when we prep the kale, one of the things you need to do is make sure you take it off the stem. And then if you want to work the kale, then, you know, with your fingers and stuff together, taste out of it. But then make sure you give it a good wash, which is why it's in a sort of sieve type thing. Now we've got 150 grams of kale in here. Now and we're going to cook it until it gets to a darker green colour in here. So why is kale good for type 2 diabetics? Well, first of all, let me give you a bit of history of kale. Kale has been around forever, but it's sort of been taken over by the cabbage because of its, you know, easier to grow and things like that, and you get more of it. But it sort of come back to preference after the war, when the Germans bombed us a bit, and the British government had an initiative called Grow to Victory, and so kale then became more of a thing again. But for type 2 diabetics, obvious, because we're talking about a complex carb product, we're talking very low glycemic on the glycemic register there. Okay, also it's really good for your vision. Okay, and it's got lots of other good vitamins in there to sort of give you energy and keep you going through the day. And this is why you see a lot of healthy recipes online. If you go everywhere and they cook a lot with kale, you'll notice that the kale's in there a lot because it's so good for you as far as the product is concerned, in what you can eat. So I'm going to cook this for a few minutes now until it turns to it's beginning. You can see it's beginning to turn to that dark green color. I'll see you in a minute. So there you are. So you see now, guys, it's reduced down. So what we're going to do is put some seasoning in there. So we're going to put some pepper in there. And we're going to put some salt. In there as well. Give it a stir. There you are. Now you can see what I've done is I put all the mushrooms and the kale into the edges, because what we're going to do now, we're going to crack some eggs open and we're going to put them in there for them to cook. Organic eggs, obviously. So what we're going to do now, we're going to let that cook there for a little bit, for a few minutes. And then what you would normally do here is you'd put a lid on top then for another few minutes to let it finish cooking. But we haven't got a lid, so we're going to use tin foil. Now guys, if you want a food guide of all the different foods that you can eat as a type 2 diabetic and foods that you can't eat as a type 2 diabetic, then click on the link below and that'll take you to a website. Put your name and your email address in there and I'll send you our food guide of things which you can eat as a type 2 diabetic. Leave that there for about another 3 minutes, and then, or to the state that the eggs are where you want them to be, cooked as the way you like them, and then go from there. Let's get this thing plated up. That looks great, smells great too. I'll never get awarded for any presentation, but that's it. Let's taste it, see what it's like. Alright guys, let's give this a try. Oh. That looks hot. Yeah. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Now, don't forget to give us, if you like this content today, don't forget to give us a subscribe, give us a like, press that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos that we bring out every Monday, 6:30 GMT time. I'm going to stick some videos here about other foods that you can have as a type 2 diabetic. And never forget, you're not a number, you're a rhino. Now charge!